everyone, Cody over here with
Ann Campea.
And we are Team Amasian, and today we are going to talk about episodes 2 and 3 of Riverdale. Episode 2 called
I already forgot.
Fortune in Men's Eyes, I think. And episode 3
As above, so below.
Yes. We are huge Riverdale fans, but this episode, well, yeah, that's true. These last 2 or 3 episodes that have came out are just, for me, it's going way far from what I fell in love with on the TV show, other than the fact that it's derived from the comic books. Before we go any further, just letting you know, if you haven't seen season 3, episodes 2 and 3, we are going to spoil it. So press pause and come back afterwards and comment and let us know what you thought. So overall, and positives.
Man, you went to positives first.
I gotta be happy about it.
All right, let's talk about positives. I do think in the third episode is where it started to kind of capture the things I do love about the show.
Okay.
Which is the conflict between the parents and the kids. I do also still enjoy the relationships. I know.
Okay.
Jughead and Betty.
Okay, that makes one of us.
And Alice now, and I forget his name. Skeet Ulrich's character, FP. I'm glad that's happening. Outside of that, I don't know.
I think the big problem is like, it's just going to a path that I don't want them to go. This like supernatural witchcraft realm. It's becoming a bit of a Stranger Things.
Yes.
Thing where I don't want it to be that way. It's taking away from these characters. Also, I think a lot of the things that these characters are handled are... I know it's a CW show and everything's going to be dramatized, but it's like, come on. Every time they cue... I'm doing negatives already. Every time they
You made me do positives.
I know. Every time they cue to Archie Andrews.
Yep.
It's like... Why does he always deal with like the most complicated shit, but he's the most frustrating and annoying and lame and boring character in there?
And he's supposed to be the main character. He's the main character.
He's
sucks.
awful.
Yes.
I cannot watch him. Jail scene. I don't care what you're going.
I'm like,
through.
now all of a sudden he's a part of this fight club.
Yeah, and for some reason he always conquers all.
I know.
Even though he's a pussy, you know.
Like the thing that got me was, and I'm sorry guys, there's gonna be I think a lot more negatives than positives here, but he tries to organize a football game.
Yeah.
In the juvie or the prison that he's in, and I'm just like, to your point, CW is super laying it on thick.
Too thick.
This season,
even
with
for us.
All of the CW dramatization that they do.
Oh my god.
I think 90% of the show right now is Archie with no shirt on.
Yeah. And
there's some sort of party or something that they have to throw in every episode.
Yes, and I think they also jacked that whole scene. I don't know if you've seen the movie Cry Baby. It was completely like that. Like one in jail, and the girlfriend's like, "Let my baby go."
I'm like, I just feel like it's really lazy writing right now.
Completely.
And it's disappointing to me because they have something to leverage in this case. They have what you love, the comics. They have the comics to leverage. Take anything from the comics and make that this season. But it just seems like you said, they're so far removed.
They're expanding way too far ahead. That makes absolutely no sense and takes you away from the characters. Mm-hmm. I think Veronica is way in over her head. Like, I'm gonna open a speakeasy, bitch. How did you make that money? Especially when you're not talking to your dad anymore.
Yes.
And your mom is protecting you, so she's kind of against you. This makes 0 sense. You can't even pronounce the name of your nightclub. So I don't understand when you're supposed to be royalty and rich and you can't do it. But Jughead can pronounce it. I can't handle it.
It's so good. Oh. I love it. And we talked about this last season where she even started to talk to allude to she was going to open this business with this newfound money that she has. And both of us, I think, in our review said, how old is she?
I know
they try to bypass the fact that she's young and she can still open a business, but it's just I can't even comprehend that storyline right now. And then the other storyline that is just going over my head is the whole sacrificial... Like,
that's the one that kills me.
Which brew that's happening with Betty and her mom and what's her sister's name? Penny?
Penny. No, not Penny. Alice. No, Alice. God, it is maybe, I forget.
Yeah, well, the sister too is in the mix now, and it's just weird. I almost prefer the weird brother that was in last season.
Oh, that's really bad. That's a big stretch. I don't prefer that. That one's rough. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like all of a sudden, Pop's Chocolate Shop is owned by Veronica when it's really her dad that owned it. There's a lot of holes.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one good thing that I find interesting was kind of how Alice and FP kind of mirror Betty and Jughead. Like that was kind of cute.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was nice. And how at the end of episode 3, like Alice and FP said, like, we've played this game before.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, they went through the same kind of thing. So
Yes.
they're trying to protect their child. Finally, something makes sense.
Yes.
Something.
Yes.
One thing makes sense.
Agreed.
And
I think now I'm interested.
Okay.
At least in that part.
At least in that part. And that's only, like, what happened, you know? And that it took 2 episodes.
I know.
And 30 seconds at the end to make us be like, okay. And then they ruin it with, like, going to high school and everyone has the book.
Yeah.
It's like,
I know. I just...
like, it's no longer a secret. And then when did Ethel become the devil?
I know.
Why Ethel?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. That is my reaction to all of these episodes. Is I have no idea, but I'm probably gonna still watch it because I'm invested in the
they have
parts
to
of the
make
story.
things put. Oh, you know, like the Black Hood, everything that has went down. This is nothing compared to this witchery. Okay. But it's more confusing and irritating than creepy.
Yes.
And also, just get rid of Archie altogether. Just
I
every
know.
scene with him is like a throwback into like an 80s jail movie, and it makes no sense. He's in juvenile jail. He is not in adult prison.
I know.
So what is happening? That would never happen in real life. Do you know?
Oh, I'm dying over here.
It's true, right? Like, he's in jail right now. His bunkmate is like 30 years old.
I know.
It's just,
oh my god. I know. I can't.
and then he won some things, so he gets to get chocolate chop burgers for everyone.
I know. Like, saves the day. Archie saves the day
Because
in
he's
juvenile
Archie.
prison.
He's like the least credible thing on the show, and that says a lot because there's witchcraft in here.
Here's what I think also will save the show for me. Is they need to replay up the territory battle, right?
Yes.
Like, I like that they brought back, what's her name? The snake lady. I do like
Even though
that.
she seems like, aren't you like 40 years old?
She's like 40 and her whole gang is like 15, which
That's
whatever
weird.
is beyond the point, I guess.
Like, did
but
you not graduate yet?
I have to like let that go. But I do miss kind of the battle of territory. You know, before it was all about the South Side and who's going to take over that territory, and now that has kind of come and gone, I still kind of miss that aspect of the show. The serpents have become everybody. Like, I'm a serpent now, and apparently you're a serpent now, because everybody at the high school and everybody in the town is a serpent.
I know. It's like the Bullet Club.
Like, who's not a serpent right now?
I know, right? It's true. It's awful. It makes me never want to wear that jacket again. It's just,
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I know, I'm sure, like, I really want to know, though, from you guys who are still keeping up, like, what is keeping you engaged?
Yeah.
Is it intriguing, the story? Because maybe it's just not, like, my thing, not the topic I'm interested in, but you could very well think the opposite of that.
yeah, maybe it's not registering correctly for me, because I'm reaching for something more comic-esque. Because a lot of the CW shows that are derived from comics, yes, it's dramatic and more CW-esque, but there's still that comic feel to it, like those touches. Where this season, there's nothing there. Other than the names, you really don't feel, you feel disengaged completely from it. The one thing I will say, though, is I think it's odd that Reggie's suddenly like buddies. But in the comic book, he's like that. He goes back and forth.
Yeah.
I do think Reggie and Veronica, who are dating in real life, which you mentioned, I think they're going to have an affair.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's coming because Archie will not be out of prison. How many more episodes do you think until Archie's out?
Could he just
Probably. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like, stay the whole season. She's going to go off and cause drama with Reggie. and her bar or whatever.
Luke Perry is way more interesting than Archie Andrews. You know what I mean? Like, when that scene with him being like, I'm gonna get you, I was like, that's a good scene, you know? And then cute Andrews, I'm like, oh, who cares? So, I mean, I think by the end of the season, he might be out, but then Veronica's already, like, naked in bed with Reggie. And how is she gonna get back at her father? Because he's pretty much giving her everything. It makes no sense. He controls everything. Hello, his wife is the mayor of the city.
Yeah.
So let's see how this pans out. Like, how is it gonna become credible for us?
I don't know.
Questioning it.
I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, that there's gonna be an episode where it's like, they got me because that was a good episode, and now I get everything that's going on.
It makes no sense. Even Cheryl, like, we're not seeing enough of her. And I think she's interesting, and then it just, this show. Like,
I know.
Anything else?
It's a big deal for both of us, too. So when it's become this, it's disappointing to you.
It's very disappointing.
But we're gonna stick through it.
We're gonna stick through it.
I'm determined now to
Me
just
too.
finish this season and just
see what happens.
We'll ride it out and see what happens.
Yes. So, do you have anything else?
I think that's it for now.
All right. So tune in for our next review. Hopefully, it'll be more positive for future episodes of Riverdale. In the meantime, you can follow us at Team Amasian, Instagram and Twitter. You can follow Ann
at Ann Campea on Twitter and Instagram.
You can follow me at KAORIOUS, Twitter and Instagram. And also, don't forget to thumbs up this. Even though we're saying negative things, thumbs up it because we need some positives for this video. Comment below to let us know what you thought of episodes 2 and 3 of season 3 of Riverdale, or just the whole entire season or the whole entire show if you want. We gotta keep the conversation going. Subscribe, and then we'll catch you guys later for another review.